What is good, YouTube? This is going to be a vid on how to make money even with the 1.0 ROAS. There's going to be a quick disclaimer before we do get started. This only works with VIP stores because you need the backend subscription to make the money back with your shitty ROAS. What I mean by VIP stores, like when a customer goes to checkout, there's going to be a terms box, whatever, and it's going to say you're signing up for a monthly membership and they get rewards like discounts, whatever, but they do get billed monthly. And my price right now is $39.95. Yeah, you could do the math with that. So first, the number one problem is, don't even watch this video, by the way, if you aren't running subs. Like, there's no point. You can't apply this shit. It's only with the back end making money through subs that you can apply this. So first, people think you need a high ROAS to scale, and they think break even is a failure. But if you have a back end that makes profit, like your front end could be like really shit. Like even a 1 ROAS could be seen as a winner if your backend is that good with subs. Let's just define some core concept before we get started. The front end is just initial purchase, or like your cost per purchase. The back end is the subscription revenue. A break-even front end doesn't always equal unprofitable. If you run subs, this is the only way to do it and still be profitable. So I'll give like an example. So this front end, your product price is 40, your cost of goods is 20, and then you spend 40 on your ads and your ROAS is just 1. You just be on minus 20 with your cost of goods. Usually cost of goods is less, but I'll just use it for this example. But with this backend VIP that you charge the customer that you acquire, it's going to be $39.95 for 3 months. So you do get 120 per customer plus the front end rev, whatever it is, so plus 40. So if you do minus product cost minus ad spend, you make $99 per customer. And then that means you could also spend up to $139 to acquire a customer and then break even with the sub. Obviously, do the math on what your thing is, depending on how long your subscription lasts, whatever, churn, whatever. But if you continue this math, you could even scale as low as like 0.29 ROAS. You could just look at the math with all these numbers. But this makes it so like just your backend, them getting subscribed, makes everything easier because you could just run shitty ads, whatever, or like obviously you want to run good ads like 2 ROAS, 3 ROAS, but even if you have a shitter, you could still keep it up because the backend still makes money and it makes sense to scale up. It's completely broken, so even if your shit ads are like usually break even, it'll keep it going. And using this logic, this is how you scale. Break even front end is in general, it means it's safe to scale at any number, so you could just up budgets and like make more ads and better ads in general, but like you don't have to worry about losing money if you put up ads. So any ad is gonna hit unless you're like brain dead and have a 0 ROAS. I don't know how shit you have to be for that, but obviously more customer equals more backend rev. So just scale up, do more ads, whatever. It's like impossible to lose. Big brands buy customers, not just clicks. Obviously, that's just about subscriptions. Like that's all that means. And then obviously look at these metrics: front end CPA, back end lifetime value, repeat purchasing rate, your churn retention rate, your subscription and automated revenue. Just like do the math. It's pretty simple, and just have it listed out and look at all your numbers and see what your true number is and scale based off that. So some takeaways from this is like obviously you don't have to chase day 1 ROAS. If you do the math beforehand of what your lifetime value is, it's like you could scale at any number using this like formula. Focus on your lifetime value with the subscriptions. Obviously with VIP subs, like that's what you're applying here. You need to have a proper backend setup. Obviously don't get shut down, and have your subs on a CRM so you also don't get that deleted. And give yourself grace by running subs so you could even scale at like such a low ROAS. Like this is like the best way to do ecom. I don't know why anyone does anything else. And any ad you put up with this system will be a winner just based on the back end math, though, just so people being subscribed and charged like that. It's like so simple, but it makes so much sense to run. Tomorrow I'll make a vid on just things I wish I knew before starting, and like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions.